Well, one of the fan favorite lines of not last night, but this week's episode was Danny bringing up the idea that Karen could be playing both men. And of course, everybody's talking about Rico. Look, I've done enough videos about Rico. Season 1, she was Karen's old reliable. Basically, whenever Zach was acting up, she would give Rico a call. He would come over. However, it seemed that they would have protected sex because Karen was quick to rip out a condom, but whatever. So, yeah, it could be Rico's baby. We don't know. But I don't know who the baby daddy is. I do not know. I have gone past the point of caring quite a while ago. But regardless, in the promo for next week, while they're sitting in the living room of Karen's house or apartment, Andy's going to bring up, because Karen's like, he's the father. He's the father. Danny, he offered me all that money because he knows he's the father of this child. And he is the dad. And then Andy's like, well, do you know, could there be someone else you were intimate with? Which is interesting because, Fatima was the one that brought up that option because she saw the results. It said Aaron isn't the dad, but she didn't have Zach's DNA. So how would she know from that? And there could be another person that she doesn't know, we don't know about. And Andy was like, no, there's no way Karen will be intimate with anyone else about letting me know. It doesn't know. There's no way. But I think that it's pretty clear that when Andy brings up this subject, Karen's going to give her a dirty look, and then Andy's going to back down. But, Danny's probably going to, counter it. I feel like based on the dynamic of how these encounters usually go, I feel like Danny is going to be the one who doesn't mince words and brings up the fact that, I don't know, Karen, was there anybody else aside from Aaron and Zach that you could have been intimate with? And then Andy's going to be like, no, we're not doing that. But then later on in the conversation, she's going to bring it up like it's, a good idea to talk about it. But when Danny wants to talk about it, no, nobody wants to talk about it. It's the wrong time. But I feel like this quote unquote intervention is just going to go as well as the others. Nothing's going to be accomplished. They're going to come in there to try to calm Karen down. They're going to try to talk some sense into her. Karen is headstrong and she's not going to budge for anybody. And then as a result, well, we just wasted our time. And I feel like this quote unquote intervention next week is just going to be a waste of everybody's time because Karen is so dead set on convincing herself Zach is the father. Yet I do hope that other characters, mainly Danny, point out what Fatima did. Well, the test results say Aaron isn't the father, but that doesn't mean Zach is the father if you didn't have his DNA. What I hope is brought up during this intervention is Danny, Sabrina, and Andy going, so why did you try to hand Zach a blank document? Remember when she tried to make him look at that folder, but there was nothing in it? There was a piece of paper where it was blank. Hopefully that is brought up. Please, Lord, please, Tyler Perry, let that be brought up in this particular scene. And that's all I got. So from there, we know the girls leave because, Andy has that blind date, so they ain't got time for this foolishness. Sabrina has to prepare to get married. Danny is either going to hang out with Preston or go to Juniper's at 10 to meet with Tony, so they ain't got time for this foolishness. Let Karen, sit there and be bitter by herself and basically cuss out the man, or cuss out and threaten the man that she claims she wants. And then the one man that wants her basically say, I don't want nothing to do with you. And then I've said this since the beginning, she's going to be sitting alone, bitter with a baby by herself while everybody else is living their best life. That's literally what's going to boil down to. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you in the next video.